my name is Elon Beck, and you're the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. So there's this idea in business, and don't think I picked this up from Business School or anything official like that. I picked this up from The Wire, a bit of stringer bell action. Idris Elba did a fantastic role. So he's a gangster, and he's a gangster who runs a network of people selling drugs, selling heroin. He's a violent, vicious gangster, but he's also a very clever businessman. He goes to community college to learn how to learn about business so he can make a better business, and actually opens up a straight business so he can like A/B it. So he can but there's this idea they have there where if you're selling a product, you either have an elastic product or an inelastic product. An elastic product is a product that people will stretch themselves to be able to get. Either you have a monopoly on it or they want it. They want it and they like it a lot. An inelastic product is something that people doesn't have such a strong demand for, or there's multiple, there's no monopoly on it. You can get it anywhere, inexpensively. So Star Wars was an incredibly elastic product. Which became inelastic, right? It became completely inelastic because Kathleen Kennedy has just poured her personal politics into it, and her just unbelievable bad management. The personal politics has reached such a point that we had this watershed moment of the firing of Gina Carano, right? So that's essentially what it is. One of the biggest cases of one of the most biggest and public cases of corporate malfeasance I've ever seen. So that's the reality we're dealing with. That's the context that we're going into the story, where they then say, oh well, how wonderful Kathleen Kennedy is, which is just a little bit breathtaking. Something else a little bit breathtaking is the support that I have got from you. Thank you very much. Could you continue that by hitting the like button? And that's even if you don't like it, right? It doesn't matter if you don't like it. I don't mind you fibbing to YouTube and hitting that like button, and hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. I mean, really, how much pleasure can you get out of lovingly and caressingly clicking on that subscribe button? Probably not as much as me. So, thank you very much for that. Like, share, subscribe, comment's always good, and I am in the midst of monetizing the channel. I'm trying to create a deeply inelastic product, which is my comic book, into an elastic product, right? So you've got these two comic books over here. They're big, meaty graphic novels. One's 100 pages, one's 220 pages. They're super, honestly, if you know my channel, I really don't put anything out that I'm not insanely proud of, right? I haven't worked on to make it the best it could be. These are freaking awesome. So you get if you get the full package, you get these two books. Also, get this new poster that was done by mistake. You come back to my live streams and how it happened by mistake, but it's just awesome. So that poster. Last night I commissioned a second poster because I had a live stream going on. I said if we get one more backer, I'm going to commission a sister poster like this with the 12th Doctor with Aldi. So we got that going on. And I think I'm going to be doing that. And everybody who backed last night got a poster for free. I'm thinking if we get to $8 grand or 12 grand, I'm not sure. I really got to work it out. Everybody's going. Everybody gets both books, so I'm going to get these posters. Also, there's a series of art cards you get for the male gaze. And then again, if we get to 10 grand, we're doing another 4. We have 5 of them right now. There's going to be another 4. These are all based on a little bit of Gentleman's Relish. If anybody knows Ronnie Barker, Gentleman's Relish meets genre. We have a bit of Diana Troy over here. I'm sensing strong emotions, Captain. We have Sandra Bain, Space 1999, party like it's 1999, baby. Judge Anderson, don't even think it's. Well, sorry, Judge Anderson. I'm indeed thinking it. I am indeed thinking. A bit of a James Bondy one, keeping the British end up, and my absolute favorite, and will be. No hanky panky in the TARDIS. All this could be yours. It's on sale for $40. Local shipping in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia. So go check it out. And if it's not for you, then if you can share it. Freaking awesome. Thank you very much. I am genuinely appreciative. You know who is not genuinely appreciative of your patronage? And they're really not. It's just so annoying. I've supported this company through thick and thin. No more. The hypocrisy, it's so unbelievably wrong. And it's always a mistake to bend your knee. which is what they wanted her to do. They wanted Gina Carano to bend the knee to the Twitter psychos, and universally, whenever you do, and I've seen this in my personal life over the last week. There was a time about a week ago, they probably wanted me to bend the knee, and I'm like, nope, absolutely not. And another guy did, and then the other guy did, just got savage, just savage, online over and over again. I feel very bad, but never bend your knee to the Twitter psychos. Okay, that's my strong advice to all of you. So ignoring all this, ignoring the complete implosion of Star Wars, right? So the malfeasance that have been done by Kathleen Kennedy, absolute. They've taken like saying an incredibly elastic product and made it inelastic. It's so unbelievable how badly she's done. And it's not only just that, it's not the ideology, it's also the lack of professionalism that led to the sequel trilogy being incredibly disjointed and like just awful. I mean, honestly, Last Jedi is how anybody has a job after that speaks of corporate malfeasance, which is exactly what this is. But the real tragedy is Disney Star Wars has just started to win us back. Right, we had the Mandalorian, and the Mandalorian I think won a lot of people back. It's my big theory is, well, if you make Star Wars for 8-year-old boys, it's awesome. It's awesome, and everybody loves it. You make it for 8-year-old girls, only Twitter psychos and Hollywood dumb. Twitter psychos and Hollywood scum love it, not so much the rest of the world. So the reason. Girls don't really like Star Wars as a rule. Okay, not universally. I didn't say girls can't like Star Wars. There is no girls like Star Wars. One of my favorite channels, That Star Wars Girl. I had That Star Wars Girl. I freaking love that channel. Mecha Random 48. Lots of people, lots of girls could like Star Trek stuff. I'm just saying, we're talking about the generalities. And even Anna was like so psyched to get the Darth Vader Barbie doll, which is like that just would never appeal to me in a million years. God bless her. I'm glad she enjoyed it. So they started to win us back, and finally it had Luke Skywalker being represented in a heroic manner. Apparently this made the Kathleen Kennedy faction insane, and they did everything they could to take a massive dump on that goodwill, evaporating it almost completely. And then they came after Gina Carano. Gina Carano didn't bend the knee. Oh, God. I have to tell you, she's a very, very beautiful. Gina Carano, very, very attractive, very, very beautiful. I find her so much more hot now, right? I just find like that. I know she's got this defiant, like she will not bend. That just makes her so much. I want to see more movies with her now, because I'm just like I'm so into her. I'm like, oh man, that's really clever. Honestly, the same way I think a lot of Gillian Anderson's massive sex appeal, which is very disturbing if you see The Crown. She plays Margaret Thatcher and looks and sounds exactly like Margaret Thatcher, but feels like Gillian Anderson, right? I think part of her sex appeal is just how smart she is, right? It's like it just exudes, like that's why it's not dulled by age. In fact, I think it's probably enhanced. Anyway. Go for Gina Carano. Bob CEO Bob Chapek lavishes praise of Kathleen Kennedy a month after she had a spokesman fire and lie about Carano online. They fired her online, not even to her face. By the way, Bob Chapek, you've done a great job. Apparently today, or was it yesterday, you've announced a closing of 60 Disney stores. You're doing great, aren't you? Yeah, fantastic. Disney CEO Bob Chapek recently lavished praise on Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, are you saying that she's the biggest screw-up in the history of cinema? That's the praise. That's the praise that she deserves, and she should get, because she is the biggest screw-up in the history of cinema. Less than a month after she had blah, 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 Chapek's statement came during an appearance at the virtual conference hosted by Morgan Stanley. Okay, nothing says this is all a little bit dodgy and corporate that Morgan Stanley is covering you. YouTuber Not My Star Wars captured the conversation and shared parts of it to his channel. Good for you, sir. I haven't subscribed. I'm going to go over and subscribe after this. Good for you, sir. And I recommend everybody else do. I'll try and put the link to his channel in the video notes. Also in the video notes, my Indiegogo, go check it out. At the 6 minutes mark, Ben Swinburne of Morgan Stanley asked Chapek, "What are you guys doing?" I got like a lot of like financial managers. I asked them who live around me, and you know, in the Jewy world, you end up with accountants and financial planners living. So I asked them, like, how is Disney? Like, how's it doing? Because it just seems to be so badly. He said, no, their stock's doing well. I don't know. Listen, I think a big reckoning is coming. A big crash is coming. I hope we. I don't think they're gonna. What are you guys doing? What are you and Kevin and the team doing to make sure that Marvel continues to thrive, particularly as you weave Disney Plus and the amount of content coming to us pretty dramatically? It's not. It's like, yeah, look, WandaVision is the MCU, and was it Monica Rambeau? I don't know who plays her. She's a charismatic, talented, attractive actress, right? They're not doing the, and it's not. They're not being. There's nothing in it that goes like screaming unsubtle face. It's not, none of that's going on, but it's still pretty much fitting into all the tropes of everything we've seen. You know, all the going woke that I think will eventually make it go broke, right? So what they're doing, they just aimed it on a collision course with the sun. Right, because it's honestly, I will be surprised if when December rolls around and the Mandalorian comes back or Boba Fett, that it does that as well as done in the past, which is incredible. But I think this might have really. Kerry responded. I would say the situation is the same for Marvel as it is for Lucas. No, Marvel's doing better than Lucas. They haven't literally shot themselves in the face, right, in the last week, though. Although they have, Marvel Comics, they New Warriors, and everything they could to make it. Although, Marvel, my God, this morning the news was Melissa McCarthy is the latest hire for Thor Love and Thunder. I can't think of a movie I want to see less than Thor Love and Thunder. Lady Thor, I mean, why do they have to have Fat Thor all the way through Endgame? He should have got big bolt of lightning and he's all rippling muscles again. It's because they don't like white men. They always got to denigrate white men, which is, once you see it, you can't unsee it, and you see it in freaking everything they do. And it goes to speak to the talent not only of Kevin and his team, but Kathy Kennedy and her team over at Lucas. The talent to destroy Star Wars. I mean, like, so tone deaf, so unbelievably tone deaf. He added, "We are really fortunate to have both groups being led by such stellar creative talent." Again, it's better to keep my mouth shut and have all around you think you're a fool than to open it and remove it. Best line, Gina Carano. And again, this happened in my semi-cancellation adventure. Said, "Don't try and ruin my life with lies when I can ruin your life with the..." Oh God. I like her so much. It's so crazy how much I like Gina Carano, and I want all the success for her. Shepard continued, "In terms of fatigue, I guess that's borne out in the numbers. No, it's borne out in their terrible creative decisions led by your creative morons. So the creative canvas, if you will, is very broad for Lucas and Star Wars, as well as for Disney. Is very much multi-dimensional." Now he's in the cool. Yes, it's superheroes in Marvel's case, but it's more. And yes, it's a galaxy far, far away from you, Lucas, but it's very more. It's very more. It was until how's Galaxy's Edge doing? Not so good. Not so good. How's your merch selling? How those Rose Tico's figures doing for you? Not so good, right? Not so good. And we're going to keep on growing because the creative talent we have. Going to keep growing it into the ground. You're going to keep destroying it. Trevor continued to shower praise on Kennedy and Feige. I can understand showering praise on Kevin Feige. He hasn't blown up the MCU yet. Out to. He hasn't done it yet. That's where they are best. Managing the mythology, no. So there are little pieces here and there that they can dribble, and they are all connect, and they all connect. It's really amazing. Geniuses. Oh God. Oh, shut up. Again, genius. I've never seen somebody mismanage, somebody be a worse producer than Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, has they really? You took Star Wars and you drove it into the ground. It's like saying, here's a gold mine, and you go out, you go bankrupt 3 weeks later. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you. I guess you do it by inserting your ideology into it. He would later call Kathleen an absolute treasure for us. Okay. Chadwick stated, we did well, just like Kevin and Kathy, Sean and Sean at the studio, Jimmy and Dana and Peter and John are all absolute treasures. I've no, like, who are they? This little get along gang of idiots driving this machine, but giving you the type of content that you saw at the investor conference. I've hard times are coming for Disney, and I think I would take a little bit of non-kosher pleasure. This based from Kravitz came after Lucasfilm president Cowardly. It's Lucasfilm president Cowardly had a spokesman released two sentence statements revealing they had fired Mandalore and Gina Carano. Not only the statement revealed they fired Carano, who they wanted 5 raiders for the crime of being suspected of being Republican. That was okay. It was guilty by suspicion. Yeah. Remember that in Hollywood? Yeah, you didn't like that last time when it came about in the 50s, did you? Although the whole thing, guilt by suspicion. J. Hoover didn't like Jews much. I remember there was one speech he gave. He said, "We're dealing with a special type of reds under the bed, a special type of communism that goes back 2,000 years, a type of communism that killed Christ." Is how they do. I think he's talking about the Jewish people. And that seems to be the people he kind of target. So yeah, that's always fun. Not only would the statement reveal they had fired Carano, but they also lied by claiming she had degenerate people, which is actually did not do. Yeah, listen, a incredibly accurate analogy to World War II when it said the way that the Germans did is by demonizing a section of their population. Exactly what Disney and the media and social media and the news media are all doing their absolute best to do. They're doing their absolute best to do. They're doing their best to normalize the idea of there being for these backward yokels, their religion and their guns. That's what's coming, and I think they're going to. This statement reads, Gina is currently not employed with Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her in the future. Nevertheless, a social media post denigrating people based on culture and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. I mean, it's such a willful misunderstanding. It's such a strong misunderstanding what she said. I have to think it's malicious. Right? I've got to assume it's malicious. You can see the post below. Yeah, I'm not again. Bill Burr kind of praised her, said, look, she just didn't understand what she's doing. She understood, and you're an arsehole. You know, you bent the knee. Bill Burr, you could have got 20 years of material out of this. You bent the knee. And listen, I understand when you're in that situation, it's your job, and you have to think quick, and you don't know. But still, you know, right is right, wrong is wrong. As this Chadwick noted, the numbers. Well, how about we do just that? This is John F. Trent. I can see this is John F. Trent. I can feel him getting like, oh, angry as he's typing. And expose Chadwick's words as lies. And no wonder if Lucasfilm president lies about how they fired Gina Carano, why wouldn't the CEO of the company lie about their brands of fright as well? Company cultures start at the top after all, he's at, right? And the people follow examples of their leaders. So Star Wars is not growing; it is in decline as a box office returns for Disney's trilogy. I don't know how much I believe there. Like billions of people are signed up to Disney Plus. I think they give it away for free a lot at times. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't believe a word that comes out their mouth, right? I do not believe a word that comes out their mouth. Here, what's it say over here? Box office revenue declined over 48% from The Force Awakens to The Rise of Skywalker. That's not a success. That's not a success. And even factoring in the inflammation, the domestic video sales plummeted over 65%. Not good. Not good. Yeah. Hey, fine. I'm sure this is John F. Trent. I've got to write up some articles for fine. So there you go. There you go. The wacky world of corporate Disney, corporate Star Wars. No, don't give them the money. Don't give them the money. You know who should give you money to? I don't know what to suggest, but maybe I think you would like this more. Honestly, I think I'm going to be way more appreciative. And let's not forget, you know, these fantastic posters and cards that you get with this fantastic, fantabulous, wonderful Indiegogo. Go check it out today. My name is Phila Beckett, new Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.